Good morning and welcome to today's coverage of girls water polo on North Penn Television. You are tuned into Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 29, or our NPTV YouTube Live. I'm Eric Jesberger alongside a three-state water polo state champion player himself, a senior here at the high school as a part of the North Penn boys water polo team, Sean Fakis. Thanks for joining me on the broadcast today as we are set to call and bring you all the action in our Saturday morning PA Water Polo State Tournament semifinal matchup between the Wissahickon Trojans and North Penn Knights. Ladies and gentlemen, the ball is in the pool as the face-off commences. Wissahickon will control, defending the right side of your screen in their navy blue and yellow caps. The girls in white, North Penn working on the offensive attack to start off our match. A shot there just off the top left crossbar. A shot wide provided by number 5, Abby Broadhead, for the senior of North Penn. And North Penn will have to trade over possession. The Knights enter their home pool of the Carroll Natatorium, the host site to all of our state tournament action, as they are in their white and navy blue caps, defending the left side of the screen. Caroline Dunnigan in net for the water polo team of the North Penn Knights. She will now possess the ball, and as we take a look over our starters tonight, Sean, who are our starters for the North Penn girls water polo team?
As you said, in goal, number 1, senior Caroline Dunnigan. And Grace, number 6, Grace, and she gets the shot, or she gets the ball and she shoots and she scores.
Right on cue as going through the starting lineup, Grace McLaughlin will beat us to it as she will make her name known to the broadcast and this packed stadium tonight here at the Natatorium. Grace McLaughlin putting the Knights up 1-0.
Alongside Grace, we have number 4, Nicole Chiappa, senior. Number 5, Abby Broadhead, senior. Number 10, Jane Montague, also senior. And number 14, junior, Kaylin Daly.
Wissahickon will look to redeem themselves and respond after the Knights will get an early lead of 1-0 thanks to Grace McLaughlin.
Quick ejection drawn on number 6, Grace McLaughlin. Great offensive set pass from Wissahickon.
The Trojans will look to take advantage of the opportunity. However, this ball will get sent well back towards the midpoint of the pool, and they'll be forced to reset. Number 11 looking for a shot. It's Jacqueline Staub. She'll wisely feed it back over. The Trojans will play catch. But in her ear is Kaylin Daly on the defensive pressure for the girls in the white caps. A shot on net, off the post, and will enter the back of the net. An incredible shot from number 5, Chloe Lovensheimer of the Trojans. And she will tie it up 1-1. Both teams go back and forth on their first shots, and they will break the scoreboard, a tie game of 1-1.
That was great passing by Wissahickon on that man up. Working it around, finding the open man, and great shot by number 5 with the bar in.
Chiappa looking for number 8, Lizzie Kerper in front and working towards the crease of the net.
Quick offensive call, and Wissahickon takes control of the ball.
Jane Montague with possession for the Knights, but she'll have to trade it over and feed it off to Becca Valentine of the Trojans. Wissahickon entering North Penn territory and their side of the pool once again. Becca Valentine, a shot off the crossbar, and this will ring off iron and be sent right back to her. Wissahickon will receive the rebound as Valentine will feed it to your top corner of your screen now. Daly on the pressure will force Wissahickon to send this ball back towards the middle of the pool with some space. Shuffled along Johnson, looking for Staub. A floater will get sent well over net and out of play, as Wissahickon going 1 for 2 on their offensive shots. A 1-1 tie score as Caroline Dunnigan, the senior, and the goalkeeper will feed it up for the Knights once again.
That was great team defense by North Penn, not allowing them to set the ball in the hole and getting a quick turnover.
Grace McLaughlin, she has 1 goal already tallied up in our first quarter of play. She'll be charged, and Wissahickon will take over again.
Yeah, that was another offensive foul on Grace. She seemed to raise her hand up above the water and make contact with the player.
And showing as Wissahickon carries this ball back in, looking to take the lead for the first time today. You talk about those calls, especially in the offensive side of the pool, going against your team. What does that do momentum-wise, more for the offense, where they have to get an attack going and just trade it over?
Yeah, they just got to try to start to get into a rhythm, get the ball, work it around, find the open man. The offensive calls are a killer on the offense, but if you can capitalize on all your mistakes, that as did Wissahickon, if Wissahickon capitalize on all of the mistakes, that's a turnover right there, they could have a shot at this game.
Great defensive pressure forced by Anna Alberti, right on cue with Sean as he was mentioning the fact that offenses, especially the calls, as you mentioned, are a huge momentum shift especially for the defensive team. You talk about quick defense-offense transitions. Wissahickon looking to capitalize here. Number 17, Madeline Johnson will be tied up as it's number 4, Nicole Chiappa on the hunt for that loose ball.
Good kick out by number 7 to find an open man with the shot.
And a connection with the top left corner. Winding up in the left hand of Chloe Lovensheimer will give the Trojans the lead. A 2-1 score now here in our first quarter of play with 3 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. It is North Penn now trailing for the first time in our match tonight, and it's Lovensheimer redeeming and capitalizing for the Trojans. She will propel a score of 2-1 in favor of Wissahickon. A shot from Broadhead off the fingertips, as it will be Paige Benning, the goalkeeper for Wissahickon, fending off this ball and deflecting it into the back netting above the crossbar. But North Penn, since it went off of Benning's fingertips, will stay with possession in Wissahickon territory.
Last time the Knights played Wissahickon, Benning kept them in the game the entire time. She was a shutout goalie last time. We'll see if she keeps that up in this game.
Kerper's shot will go well high of the net. Benning not really having to do much on that shot there as it goes well over the crossbar. And Wissahickon will look to take and stretch this lead out quite a bit. They lead 2-1 with just under 3 minutes of play left in our first quarter. Alberti feeds it across and a shot there. Caroline Dunnigan will easily receive this off the chest. A basket catch from the senior goalkeeper as Caroline Dunnigan will blockade this shot, keeping her team within 1, and feed it across to Chiappa. The seniors will connect. Nicole looking for space. She'll then feed it out to the underclassman, Kaylin Daly. Chiappa to Broadhead. At the top of the key, the shot, and an incredible save by Benning will stay in front as Montague looks for the rebound. An officiating whistle will come out, and Montague will be forced to hand it off to Benning. An incredible save from the goalkeeper, and Wissahickon defends their 2-1 lead.
Yep.
With 2 minutes and 15 seconds now on our clock left in our first quarter of play, North Penn showing a little bit of frustration. Hard defensive pressure provided by number 6, Grace McLaughlin. Wissahickon looking to try and fend it away.
Great steal by Kaylin Daly, number 14, putting the ball under. North Penn looks to counter down the pool.
A 1v1, reinforcements coming. Nicole Chiappa behind her. Daly with space and time to Chiappa. Just out of her reach, a race for the ball in front of the net. Chiappa loose ball, she'll be tied up from behind and receive a whistle and a stoppage of play to McLaughlin. But the one-timer shot just over the net as the right hand. The shot off of her palm. McLaughlin unable to find the back of the net. An incredible feed from McLaughlin, unable to capitalize. Kerper with that last shot. And Wissahickon looking to try and stretch this lead with another opportunity with the 1-goal lead again. She'll be double teamed, get this off with the space, the shot. Caroline Dunnigan with a great save, defending the top right corner of the net as number 17 on the shot looked to be Madeline Johnson. The solution will be Dunnigan's brick wall save of the double hand vertical, fending away her shot and going left to right. It will be Daly once again with ball control.
North Penn, number 14, drew the ejection. Great spin by Kaylin Daly to get number 5 ejected. North Penn looks to capitalize on the power play.
Montague, pump fakes, hands it off to Chiappa. Shot off the crossbar, rebound in front, received by the defender. An incredible pickup of that loose ball, locking down a second opportunity and a rebound chance for number 5, Abby Broadhead in front. It will be number 3, Maggie Kreger, helping out her goalkeeper, Ty.
With under 1 minute left, Wissahickon hopes to capitalize, put up another goal to extend their lead to 2.
42 seconds on our clock in our first quarter play in our PA Water Polo State Tournament semifinal match, and a breakaway. Picking up and pickpocketing. It will be Grace McLaughlin with some space. The footsteps will come up behind. The pressure will be received by number 11, Jacqueline Staub, but North Penn still on the hunt. They trail by 1 with 20 seconds on the clock. Chiappa to Montague. Fended off as number 4, Anna Alberti, will be in her wheelhouse and force Montague to send this away. Daly, the underclassman, defending, fed in front. McLaughlin will be tied up. Rather that be Kerper in front of the net. She'll be forced out with 5 seconds. Shot, fended off, deflected away by Banning, as it will then hit the pylon inside of the pool. reading an out-of-bounds play, and with 6 seconds still on our clock, North Penn looking to tie it up. Montague, spin move, shot, fended off, and Banning will receive it with a basket catch. Number 4, Anna Alberti with exceptional defense. With the clock winding down and 6, 5, and 4 seconds left on our clock, Montague will be forced to send up a prayer as the Hail Mary shot and spin move. Incredible athleticism won't be able to beat Paige Banning. The blockade in the Wissahickon goaltender tonight, as the net will be locked down and a 2-1 lead in favor of the Trojans will conclude our first quarter of play.
Yeah, what a great first quarter between both teams, battling hard. It's a one-goal game. That's a very close game. Both goalies tonight is going to see which goalie proves to be better. Both goalies in net, Caroline Dunnigan and from North Penn, and both Paige Benning. Both are lockdown goalies all year. And we'll see who saves more shots tonight.
As once again, concluding our first quarter of play, it's a 2-1 lead for the Trojans, as North Penn with a 1-goal deficit will enter the second quarter of play, the score being 2-1. As once again, you are tuned into Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 29, or our NPTV YouTube Live. You are watching North Penn Television here in our PA Water Polo State Tournament semifinal matchup between the visiting Wissahickon Trojans and the North Penn Knights. As the 1-seeded North Penn Knights looking to propel themselves over the 3-seeded Wissahickon Trojans, as Almer Jesberger alongside Sean Fakish calling the action in the Carroll Natatorium. The setting of our state semifinal square off between the Trojans and number 2 ranked North Penn Knights. And the Natatorium is the host site to all of our state tournament matchups throughout the Friday and Saturday bracket games. So while it may be the same pool for all of our state qualified teams, it's the bracket which they're jumping into. The Knights get to battle against the Trojans in their home pool, where they have trained, practiced, and taken extra reps and built an overall season record of 18-2 in their 2019 water polo season campaign. As the majority of those 18 wins total heading into our broadcast this morning, coming right here in the very same pool you see on your screen now, where they find themselves jumping into once again with a state championship ticket on the line.
Yeah, being in the home pool, North Penn Knights having their whole home fan student section, it's great. It'll get a lot of momentum, but it seems that Wissahickon also has brought out a lot of fans and a lot of teams, and you can hear them getting excited as the second quarter is about to start.
It is a packed house here at the Carroll Natatorium. You got pom-poms, fatheads, and a ton of cheers and chants ringing out on both sides of the student sections and home crowds for either side coming out to North Penn for our semifinal square-off. As our second quarter commences, it's the Trojans defending a 1-point lead. The score is 2-1, and North Penn will possess the ball here to kick off our second quarter of play. Montague will find Stella Burns, who will feed it up. Daly will look for the loose ball. Benning will step out of the net as she will head out of her goaltending net, locking it down for the Trojans tonight and pick up this loose ball, locking away and deflecting away an offensive opportunity for the Knights.
That was just great goalie instincts by, as you said, Paige Benning, picking up on the set pass and getting a quick steal.
Shot off the crossbar will ring iron once again, as number 4, her second shot, and Alberti will go off the crossbar. A little bit too much muscle put up, and Caroline Dunnigan will just receive this ball. Thank the crossbar for that stoppage of play once again on that shot from Alberti, as a 2-1 lead for the Trojans. It will be once again with the Knights looking to respond. An incredible shuffle pass backhanded from Daly will send it over to Lizzie Kerper, but Benning once again locking down and sending this opportunity right back on the opposite side of the pool, with the Trojans still ahead by 1. And with a stoppage play, a whistle will ring out. Alberti's shot will be a dead ball, and Dunnigan will feed it up for the Knights once again. Going left to right, the Knights looking to capitalize and tie this game up. A shot from Burns. She'll look to connect with the back of the net. From downtown, she'll look to find the back of the net on that shot, but Benning will easily send this away with the response of the right hand.
Yeah, what a great save again by Paige Benning. As I said it several times earlier, she has kept the team in all season long, and that turns out in this game also. What a great save.
Wissahickon looking to build some momentum and some hype from their crowd coming out to this matchup tonight. here at North Penn High School in the Rick Carroll Natatorium. A 2-1 lead. They're looking to stretch this lead and put them up by 2. This shot, however, will slip off the right hand and go well over the back of the net as number 7, Becca Valentine, the menace, with 5 goals the last time these two teams met up 3 weeks ago, where the Trojans will top the Knights 8-7. Her shot will go over the net, and the Knights will keep this deficit within 1. However, tying it up right on cue, a shot from number 24. It will be Paige Mitchell in front of the net. Mitchell will tie it up, and the Knights will bring this back. 2-2 is your score with 4 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. We're back in business with a tie game, even at 2, here in our second quarter of play.
That was just a great offensive possession. Caroline Dunham throwing it quickly up top. Hole got position, and Abby Broadhead set the ball in, and a quick shot by Paige Mitchell. Great play.
And Sean, I feel like the key to this sport in every matchup you see in the pool is the passing that is essential. You talk about quick transitions, a goalkeeper can send it all the way up to an offensive player right in the opposite goalkeeper's wheelhouse. What does that key passing have for
Yeah, making it great passes. The defense is just on their toes at all times. And when they're on their toes, some mistakes are made on the defense. And if that happens, then you find an open goal, open girl. And as Grace just did, she drew the ejection, you get the power play. And hopefully North Penn hopes to take the lead for the first time in the game with 4:18 left in the second quarter.
Looking to capitalize as McLaughlin will ring the right post as it will be sent well wide of the net. As that early 1-0 lead for the Knights now puts them at a 2-2 tie score. And it will be Wissahickon looking to respond and take back their 2-1 lead as they possessed at the end of the first quarter with 4 minutes on our clock left before our halftime festivities.
The offensive call seemed to be called number 7. I believe she swam over top of Abby Broadhead, and North Penn hopes to capitalize on the turnover.
Becca Valentine being the possessor of that ball, she'll be having and forced to hand it over to Nicole Chiappa, where Chiappa of North Penn will now find Grace McLaughlin in a shot, a left-hand palm save. Benning once again locking down her back of the net and stepping up for the Trojans' defensive efforts with another incredible save, as a lot of these shots are coming from downtown, Sean. You talk about forcing the ball and forcing that pressure right in front of the goalkeeper, right in the wheelhouse. What are these long-distance shots kind of paying off?
The main goal is always to try to find the open man and hole in front of the goal. But if you get open, if the girls leave you open up top and you get a foul just as number 5 it is, and you get the open shot, just like that, you get a 2-meter call and you get another possession. So finding those open goals up top and trying to capitalize on the foul and the shot, or if they're dropping off of you, that plays a central part in the game.
Chloe Lovensheimer with that shot will be deflected away and sent away by Caroline Dunnigan, the goalkeeper for North Penn. But the Trojans will stay on the hunt. However, this will be pickpocketed and intercepted as number 14 will take away the ball, intercepting it from the right hand and possession of number 17, Madeline Johnson. It will be number 24, Paige Mitchell for North Penn with the ball and possession. But a timeout will be called by head coach Jason Grubb. We'll give a stoppage of play and a moment of break here in our semifinal matchup. A tie game of 2-2 being the score with 3 minutes and 10 seconds on our clock left in our first half of play. It's the Knights and Trojans tied up at 2. The equalizer coming earlier in this second half, tying up the score in our second quarter. The Knights responding to the Trojans' 2-1 lead. As Sean, I'm sure you're well used to these situations. A 3-time state champion as a part of the North Penn boys water polo team. Can you take me into what the atmosphere must be like in this pool with a trip to the state championship ticket on the line?
There's a lot of nerves. There's a lot of nerves behind it, but our coaches and Wissahickon coaches, both teams, they know how to play the game. They prepared them well, and just trying to zone out the atmosphere, trying to play your own game, play the team's game, and just trying to capitalize on all the opportunities you are given. And Jason Grubb in this timeout is going to try to set up a play to try to get a goal on the man up. And Wissahickon, their head coach is going to tell them, hey, keep your arms up, try to get a hand, try to tip the ball, make it easier on your goalie to try to make a save. And Paige Benning this entire game, the entirety of the game, has kept them in it, has tremendous amount of has many saves, and we'll see if who comes out on top off of this power play.
As you mentioned there, it hasn't quite been easy for Benning in front of the net. However, she's making it look easy as she'll keep this game tied 2-2 with multiple North Penn shots breaking down and continuing to rain down on her. North Penn will look to do it once again as Montague possessing the ball. The senior will find Chiappa. Chiappa shot off the chest. It looked to be the chin of Benning will fend off this ball, deflecting it away. Chiappa, however, will look to do it again. And another shot from Nicole Chiappa, rung wide by Benning as it's Wissahickon locking down the back of the net. But North Penn, for a third time, will get another shot off. It will be Montague. Shot over the net. Not even connecting with the crossbar there. Montague putting a little too much juice on this shot. This game will stay tied 2-2. Benning, incredible saves for the Trojans, keeping this game tied at 2.
But that's something North Penn's got to keep doing. Just keep putting the balls in the net. At some point, some will end up going in the net. And Jason Grubb had a great time and a great shot. Great offensive possession by Wissahickon, just missing the net wide.
It's Shane Montague with the defensive pressure. The shot, it looked to be provided in front of the net by number 11, Jacqueline Staub. And with a stoppage of play, the officiating crew will give possession. It looked to be over. A shot wide off the netting on the side of the net from the Trojan right hand of Staub. Perhaps the officiating saw a fingertip deflecting that ball away from the goalkeeper of Caroline Dunnigan, as the Knights will win out with the call and take over with possession.
Yeah, there seemed to be a little miscommunication between Jason Grubb and the officials, and they corrected it, and North Penn's ball.
Montague will send it into the wheelhouse of Wissahickon's defensive territory. Here's a shot off the fingertips, unable to connect enough on that shot to get the one-timer off. It's number 24, Paige Mitchell, unable to capitalize as the defense got spread across, wasn't able to pick up Mitchell right in front of the net. A great feed from Montague, unable to connect with the underclassmen, as the score will stay tied at 2, and Wissahickon will have ball control.
Yeah, that was a great offensive possession, getting a quick ejection, throwing the ball back out to Jay Montague, and Jay Montague with the quick pass in. Just missed to capitalize on the goal, but Wissahickon just called a timeout with 2:20 left. Try to calm down the players. North Penn has seen the game a little momentum in the past minute, and hopefully Wissahickon can calm the storm that North Penn is bringing so far.
With 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on our clock before halftime, a tie game of 2-2. As Wissahickon will have possession coming out of this timeout, called by the Trojans. But Sean, I'm sure you can take me into the huddle right now in front of our screen for the North Penn girls water polo squad. Head coach Jason Grubb bringing in the girls, talking about the players, especially the starters in the pool right now, looking to lock it down and put themselves into halftime with that 3-2 lead at the least. What can you expect the conversation going on by head coach Jason Grubb in that huddle?
Just play defense hard. Make sure they don't know no one is in front of the net. Make sure you're in front of the man in the net, and just trying to stop, play defense. And then once that shot is taken, and if Caroline Dunnigan makes a save in net, you counter down the pool and try to capitalize on a counter. That's something that Jason Grubb has taught both the guys and girls team here at North Penn, and it has worked several times, and hopefully North Penn can capitalize with 2:20 left in the second quarter.
As for the girls on your screen now, on the right side, defending the right side of the pool, it's the Wissahickon Trojans, as they would take the second lead of the night, breaking the score and that 1-1 tie in the first quarter with a 2-1 lead. That now is tied up all at 2, equal for both squads. As for head coach Greg Beyer, he came into here tonight looking to lead his girls in the pool into a state championship run right here at North Penn's Carroll Natatorium against the girls in the Whitecaps of North Penn. But an incredible save from Dunnigan will feed it up for a 2-man advantage. It's Chiappa and Daly. Daly to Chiappa, the senior. Shot back of the net and a goal for Nicole Chiappa. Kaylin Daly will pickpocket a reception from the Caroline Dunnigan goalkeeper. Connecting with Daly up pool. Daly will hand it off to Chiappa, and the Knights take a 3-2 lead with 2 minutes left on our clock.
And like I said during that timeout, exactly what Jason Grubb said. On the shot, countered on the pool, and you got an easy 2-on-0, and you put the ball in the back of the net. That's how you capitalize on the counters.
A 2-man advantage and a breakaway for Daly and Chiappa. They will capitalize and look to do it once again with Paige Mitchell getting in the mix as a whistle will ring out, and North Penn will win out with possession, holding on to that 1-goal lead, looking to stretch it to 2.
Great defensive steal by Paige Mitchell up top. North Penn hopes to counter. And an ejection called on number 3 from Wissahickon, Maggie Krieger. North Penn looks to capitalize quickly.
With the ball fed back out, it's Montague, the senior, will play catch with Daly. Shot, right hand, and incredible save from Benning, showing off the vertical with deflecting that shot out of play, but North Penn will stay with possession with 1:25 to work with left in a first half of action. Shot deflected away by Benning, Mitchell getting her way in front of that shot, and she'll look to connect with some open space with Lizzie Kerper, but a missed pass.
Chris McLaughlin up top, wide open.
Great
shot. Defensive block again by Wissahickon defense.
A chip shot from McLaughlin will be fended away off the pool by number 5, Chloe Lovensheimer. And taking it now going right to left will be Wissahickon looking to capitalize after the huge defensive stop. But a poor pass and an error there, fed up by number 5, Lovensheimer, looking to connect with Krager, will be intercepted by Dunnigan, the goalkeeper stepping up for the Knights. And with 47 seconds, it will be Kerper with space, the lone man. Cross pool, she'll find Daly with space. Shot, back to the net, and it's Kaylin Daly. Responding, the underclassmen will put the Knights up by 2. 4-2, North Penn with the lead. With 42 seconds left on our clock in our first half of play, it's the Knights surging away with momentum and a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, the past 3 minutes, North Penn has just put the pressure on, kept getting turnovers, kept getting counters, got the ejection call just there, and they capitalized. It is now 4-2, 42 seconds left. Hopefully Wissahickon can put one in with try to calm the storm before the end of the half.
Calm the storm is right, as the last thing they want North Penn with a packed house here at the Carroll Natatorium. Their home setting for all of their home games throughout the season is to take a 3-score lead heading into halftime with momentum.
A quick ejection call to number 10, Jay Montague. Wissahickon, this is a prime time to capitalize on a penalty.
Cross feed the pool to Garvey. She'll wind pump fake and wisely send this out, unable to connect, as it's number 8, Lizzie Kerper on the hunt in the back pocket of number 7, Becca Valentine. Fed out to Garvey. Shot fended away by Dunnigan. Lunging to her right, an incredible save by Dunnigan with 9, 8, and 7 seconds to work with. Coach Jason Grubb will give out play calls with 3 seconds on our clock. Dunnigan winds, fires off the crossbar, and my goodness, that will conclude our first half of play here in the Carroll Natatorium. My goodness, what a display of action. And my goodness, you talk about a semifinal game, delivering the hype, the momentum, and the action going back and forth between both prominent squads in our bracket. The 2-seeded North Penn Knights holding a 2-goal lead, a score of 4-2 over the 3-seeded Wissahickon Trojans. And Sean Fagish, my goodness, what can you say about the first half of play we just witnessed?
That was a great first half. Both teams battling back and forth. Wissahickon came out strong, taking them early momentum in the first quarter, and North Penn battled back. Jason Grubb called a quick timeout earlier in the second quarter, calmed his girls down, got a quick counter, got a quick goal, and the momentum shifted from there. North Penn seemed to carry the momentum in the half, and we'll see how the halftime adjustments between both head coaches come out for the next half in the third and fourth quarters.
As you see on your screen now, that packed house coming out, especially for those you see on your screen, supporting the girls water polo team of North Penn, as they have been coming out with the hype and the chants all throughout the 4 goals put up by North Penn in the first half of play. The Trojans, however, have gotten into the mix as their crowd is coming out in support as well, with fat heads and pom-poms ringing out for the girls in gold and blue, as they are supporting the squad who took the lead of 2-1 to conclude our first quarter of play. But as you see on the scoreboard, it is a 4-2 lead in favor of the Knights in the white and navy blue caps. And Sean, also looking at the first half of play, it's been the whistles that have rung out multiple times, giving opportunities and momentum in the pool, especially for the girls in the offensive attacking zone. What can you say about the capitalizing we've seen so far for those girls on the offensive hunt for both the Trojans and Knights, who have been able to capitalize off of the defense, giving away the ball?
Yeah, both teams. Couple defensive miscommunications has caused a couple goals for North Penn and for Wissahickon also. And it's just the offensive trying to be able to move the ball around without creating an offensive foul. The offensive foul is where the teams just capitalize. All those defensive teams that can swim up and down the pool and are faster than the other teams. Just capitalizing on the counters, and like you've seen throughout the game, there's been many whistles on offensive calls and many ejections. Capitalizing on the ejections wins the games for these girls. We'll see which team in the second half capitalizes more, and I'm excited to see how the second half turns out.
Great words there from the senior Sean Fakish, as he is well used to these situations himself as a 3-time state champion and part of the boys water polo team here at North Penn. And as we look to how the teams got here, it has been an exceptional season. And as we look 3 weeks ago, both of these teams met in this very same pool. So while it may be a bit of home court and home pool advantage for North Penn in their own Carroll Natatorium, Wissahickon enters the pool this morning, building off of a 9-8 victory last night here in the Natatorium over North Allegheny in their first round Friday night matchup in this state tournament bracket. An exceptional game, a close score between two close-seeded teams. And as I previously mentioned, it was 3 weeks ago when the Wissahickon Trojans crashed North Penn senior night in underdog-like fashion, where Wissahickon topped the 17-1 North Penn Knights 8-7 in a first to fourth quarter thriller, all with the separation of 1 goal from Wissahickon's Jacqueline Staub to propel the Trojans over the Knights in the second half to shift positive momentum into the Trojans' playoff build-up and run all the way into tonight's semifinal matchup, where Wiss looks to repeat in a dramatic victory over North Penn, while the Knights, who were not only frustrated after that conclusion of that 8-7 loss on their senior night in the second to last game of the regular season, they are hungry for another crack at the Trojans, who celebrated in their own pool, the very same pool you see on your screen now, as the Knights get a chance at redemption on the biggest stage, a trip to the big dance, and a ticket to the state championship later tonight at 8 o'clock against Cumberland Valley on the line.
Both teams seem to be have their halftime adjustments, and both teams seem to enter the pool. We will see how the second half turns out.
And Sean, the Knights are holding on to that 4-2 lead as we get set to get started our second quarter play. What can you say about Paige Benning in net? She's been locking it down, but on the same note, it's the defense for Wissahickon that needs to step up even more in front of her to avoid those shots continuing to ring down on her in net. Yeah,
Paige Benning is a great goalie. She's a junior also. She still has another year. She has kept them in countless times. The score is 4-2, and it could be a lot more, but she has kept them in it. And Wissahickon's defense, they've also had 4 or 5 shot blocks. So hopefully they can keep it up and just capitalize on the offensive side of the ball.
The girls are set, and our second half of action is underway on North Penn Television. The North Penn Knights in their white and navy blue caps. On the right side of your screen, they'll defend with Caroline Dunnigan in net. And on the left side of your screen, the Wissahickon Trojans will look to lock down their net with a deficit of 2. And as Sean just mentioned, Paige Benning in net looking to keep her girls within 2 and look to transition this deficit into Wissahickon taking the lead with our second half of action in our PA Water Polo State Tournament semifinal matchup, with a state championship on the line set here in the Carroll Natatorium. The Trojans down by 2 look to lock down their net as this spin move, Hail Mary shot put up by Paige Mitchell. She already has a goal tonight. One of the key names we mentioned multiple times in our first half of play. Paige Mitchell shot just high of the net. Wissahickon will look to transition that defensive stop into an offensive surge.
And Paige Mitchell is also only a sophomore, and that was a great offense possession. With 2 girls on her, she still got a shot off.
Shot, a floater will be easily caught by Caroline Dunnigan net as a shot put up by number 13, Jillian Garvey, will be fended away by Dunnigan as the Knights look to take back and stretch this 2-goal lead into 3. 6 minutes on our clock. Kerper will be tied up, and an interception picked up on the loose ball. Kerper will stay on the hunt, however, and she will intercept the ball from Benning. An incredible effort from North Penn, as it's Lizzie Kerper repping the cap of number 8 tonight. She will pick up with 3 Trojans on her, and she'll pick up the loose ball and give North Penn another shot to take a 3-goal lead. And Chiappa will answer. Nicole Chiappa will pay off the Kerper's interception. My goodness, what a momentum shift here in our second half of action to kick off our third quarter of play. It's Lizzie Kerper fending off 2 Trojans, taking the ball away from Benning on the rebound. She'll continue to stay with ball control, feed it off to Chiappa, and Nicole Chiappa, the senior, will give the Knights a 3-goal lead. My goodness, what action we are seeing to start off our second quarter play. The Knights up by a score of 5-2.
Yeah, and that play was all Lizzie Kerper, the effort, and then finding the open man. And Wissahickon with a quick shot, and it's Maggie Krager shooting it high over the goal cage. And Caroline Dunnigan looks to counter, find the outlet pass down the pool.
And you got Chance ringing out now as this North Penn crowd is ringing out in favor for the girls in the white caps of North Penn. And with a stoppage of play, a call will go against the Trojans as it will be Paige Mitchell taking over, and the Knights back on the hunt. Here's Nicole Chiappa. with a goal, they tally it up. She'll cross, pull pass to Daly. The underclassmen will then feed it back out to Mitchell. Tied up the defense, provided by number 7, Becca Valentine. Will force this ball back over to Chiappa. Daly, fumbling the ball, unable to come up clean with it. She'll shuffle it off, and a shot there from Lindsay Cooper. Left-hand lunge as an incredible save going to her left will be provided by Benning, but another shot ringing down on her from North Penn. Something defense for Wissahickon will need to clean up, and they're going to want to provide a comeback down by 3 with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left on our third quarter of play here in our second half of action. Number 5, Levensheimer will be tied up. Daly providing that defensive pressure in her back pocket, right in the breadbasket of Levensheimer will be Daly and Wissahickon.
Great team defense by North Penn. 3 girls corralling on number 5 and looking to counter on the pull, finding Kaylin Daly open down on the left side. She's looking toward the net with the
Daly,
shot.
Wide open with a breakaway. The feed from Dunnigan will find Kaylin Daly. The underclassmen will put the Knights up by 4. Daly with an exceptional goal. She'll send a chip shot just under the right hand of Benning in net. She'll connect with the bottom left corner of the net. She'll connect with Twine. And it's a 4-goal, 6-2 lead for the Knights. My goodness. Second half, it's all North Penn. Wissahickon needs an answer, and it will be provided an exceptional shot from number 17, Madeline Johnson, as she will shoot this from downtown on your side of the screen. Connect with the top right post as it will ring in, beating Dunnigan. Save effort in net, answering a 4-goal lead and put up by the Knights offense. The score now back within 3, a 6-3 lead rather for North Penn.
Yeah, what a great shot by the freshman, finding the open cross cage shot, and that's the thing that Wissahickon was looking for.
With some space and calls going in their favor, here's Broadhead, the senior shot off the post and rings in. Abby Broadhead, the senior, an incredible shot from downtown, and Broadhead will propel the Knights back up by 4, responding to Levensheimer's response. After the Knights would put up 4 goals, Levensheimer will bring the Knights back within 3. The Trojans rather back within 3, but Broadhead will respond, and the Knights staying on the gas pedal with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to work with in our third quarter of play. 7-3 is the score. The Knights up by 4.
Like I said, capitalizing on the man-ups. Found the open man, shot off the bar and in. Great shot. Great team defense so far by North Penn.
Becca Valentine, she had 5 goals in the last meeting of these two teams. She has none tonight as another shot from Valentine will ring just wide of the post as Dunnigan continuing to lock down her back of the net. Hasn't quite received a shot on net in the start of the second half with 3 minutes left on our clock in our third quarter of play. 1 goal for the Trojans will be the only shot put on Dunnigan so far in our second half. Daly on the offensive presence once again for the girls of North Penn. Here's with space, the floater off the crossbar, ringing the crossbar, number 13, Stella Burns, her shot, unable to find Twine, as it's Wissahickon getting a sigh of relief after that shot from Burns, unable to find it.
Quick timeout by Wissahickon, try to calm down their players, try to find a new offensive game plan. And yeah, this timeout it's a perfect timeout by Wissahickon. North Penn has kept coming on offense, they're not getting many offensive shots, and just try to calm down the girls, figure out a new game plan on offense.
The timeout called by the head coach of Wissahickon, Craig Byer, as the girls on the right side of your screen in the white caps, it's the North Penn Knights led by head coach Jason Grubb. And as we talked about the momentum shifts we've been seeing, the passes connecting. Sean, what can you talk about just the overall offensive surge we saw from North Penn coming right out of the gate? It was a 2-2 tie score, and with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left on our clock in our third quarter of action, the Knights are up by 4, 7-3 with 5 goals in our third quarter of play.
Yeah, it's just constantly keeping your foot down on the pedal. If some shots aren't falling, you just keep going, and you'll eventually find some. North Penn has capitalized on the man-ups. To win a game, you need to capitalize on all your man-ups, and North Penn so far has done a great job. Wissahickon so far has done also a great job on defensive side, keeping them within reach of this 7-3 lead for the Knights. And we'll see after the timeout what Wissahickon does on this timeout play, see if they can set up a quick goal with 2:44 left in the third quarter.
Great words there from Sean as the home crowd for both squads coming out in support to our PA Water Polo State Tournament semifinal matchup. You're tuned into Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 29, or our NPTV YouTube Live. As I'm Eric Jesperger alongside Sean Fakish calling the action here on North Penn Television. And as Wissahickon trailing by 4, their crowd will come to their feet as Chance right in front of our booth tonight will look to bring the girls in the navy blue and yellow caps back into this one, looking to take the lead for their second time tonight as an early first quarter lead of 2-1 would be just about it for Wissahickon above in the scoreboard as they trail by 4, looking to try and connect with the back of the net to respond after the timeout. However, Caroline Dunnigan has another idea on that. She'll provide the solution with a brick wall save, and North Penn looking to transition this defensive stop into an offensive goal.
There's another counter by North Penn and a quick ejection, hoping to capitalize. But that was also a great offense setup by Wissahickon. Just got to connect on the shot.
McLaughlin handing it off to Daly after McLaughlin will get well into Wissahickon territory.
Great steal by number 7.
Her pass intended for Jane Montague on the far side of the screen. Intercepted, and the Trojans will take this back the other way. It will be Becca Valentine of the Trojans carrying this at the midpoint of the pool into North Penn territory. Here's number 17, Madeline Johnson, the last goal scorer for the Trojans, putting up the 3rd goal for the Trojans, and the only goal and the only shot on net in our second half of play so far tonight, or this morning rather, as that shot will go well high of the net here in our morning matchup in the semifinal game tonight. At 8 o'clock, it will be the state championship, the final game in our Rick Carroll Natatorium, where one of these teams will go on to face off against Cumberland Valley with a state championship on the line. Here's Chiappa. She'll find Lizzie Kerper in front. She'll be double teamed and tied up. But it looks to be a call in favor of North Penn, and they will stay with some space and time and ball control in Wissahickon's territory.
Another power play by North Penn. Capitalize again.
Montague to Daly. Back out a little bit too much muscle put on that pass. Cross pool pass looking for Chiappa as the Knights will be forced to do it again. A minute 12 to work with. Shot. And Chiappa, an exceptional shot, an incredible shot from Nicole Chiappa. My goodness. Pump fake, winds and fires as the defense looked to believe Chiappa was going to look for a pass. Nicole Chiappa says, no, I'll take it myself. And she will connect with the top right corner, putting the Knights up by 5. 8-3 the score. An incredible surge here in our second half of action. It's North Penn up 8-3 with a minute 5 left to work with in our 3rd quarter of action in our semifinal matchup.
Yeah, that weak side shot's a very hard shot to take, and that was just awesome. Awesome offense by North Penn.
Krager fed off to Garvey. And with a stoppage of play, it looked to be Paige Mitchell going up pool, looking to catch Wissahickon's defense sleeping. If North Penn was able to provide a quick stop and perhaps a feed all the way up from going right to left to the opposite end of the pool to put an easy breakaway opportunity, almost like cherry picking in favor of the North Penn Knights. However, that stoppage of play will erase that opportunity away. But North Penn, it's Abby Peters, the senior, with ball control on the top of your screen. Fed up to Chiappa, and North Penn looking to connect with the back of the net once again and look to put the Knights up by 6 with an 8-3 lead right now.
And that ejection call number 4, that is her 3rd kick out, so she is done for the rest of the game. North Penn looking to capitalize.
Peters off the crossbar. It'll be fed up and tapped in by Abby Broadhead. It's Abby Peters with the shot off the post. The rebound with 2 Trojans surrounding her. Broadhead would be double teamed, but Abby Broadhead will lunge across, beating Benning to the ball and the rebound opportunity. She'll answer and propel the Knights. An exceptional touch by Abby Broadhead. A 9-3 lead for the girls of North Penn. My goodness, with 20 seconds left to work with, we still have a whole quarter of play. So there's plenty of time for Wissahickon, but they are going to need to capitalize and answer quick. And this answer, the shot, the left hand of number 5, Chloe Lovensheimer, will be fended away, deflected by Caroline Dunnigan. An exceptional reach, showing off the vertical reach in net, the goalkeeper of North Penn. We'll watch this shot go well wide with the shot clock winding down. As our third quarter of action here in the Rick Carroll Natatorium and our PA State Tournament Water Polo semifinal matchup with a trip and a ticket to the Big Dance, the state championship final tonight at 8 o'clock right here in the same pool tonight on the line. And it's North Penn in a comfortable 6-goal lead. 9-3 is the score. However, Sean, we know, and I'm sure you know the most, being a part of multiple state championship runs as a part of the boys water polo team, the game is not over until that last whistle is blown.
Now, Wissahickon to end that quarter just had 2 great shots. Senior Caroline Dunning, the goalie, has tremendous saves. That's something that Wissahickon needs to keep doing. Just put shots on net. Some of them will hit corner. You just got to find the right shot and put it in. And yeah, Jason Grubb in this break, intermission between the third and fourth quarter, is telling his girls, keep the foot on the pedal, keep the gas pedal going. You can't stop because you can't let them get a quick goal, because if they get a quick goal, then they get the momentum. So Jason Grubb's calling his girls down, telling them keep playing their game, keep going for the last 7 minutes of this fourth quarter. And Wissahickon just telling their girls, keep fighting, keep playing. They're playing a great game so far. Just North Penn has capitalized on the man-ups, and that's something that wins water polo games. Capitalize on the man-ups, putting the ball in the net, and just countering down the pool.
And something great to see a part of the overall North Penn water polo family you guys have between the girls team and the boys team. You have the same coaching staff leading both teams. Just a couple weeks ago, you yourself and the North Penn boys water polo team headed up to Wilson High School, where you guys capped off and were able to grasp a third straight state championship. So with the same conversations I'm sure going on right now with Jason Grubb leading the girls water polo team, what are some of the keynotes and messages you are sure Jason Grubb has for the girls as we get set to kick our way into our fourth quarter of play?
Play your own game. Play defense first. You have a good lead. You can win the game 9-3 as long as you just play defense. And also he's telling them stay away. Wissahickon's going to be frustrated. They're frustrated. They've only scored 3 goals. They scored 1 goal since the first quarter. They're going to get frustrated and just stay away and protect yourself. And hopefully they can hold this lead and carry into the state championship game at 7:45 tonight.
And I did get to catch up with head coach Jason Grubb of the North Penn girls water polo team before our matchup this morning, and he did mention a lot of the same things you just mentioned, Sean, talking about the defense being the main predicament in the game. They're going to decide how this game goes, and what he actually mentioned, quote to quote, was they're going to continue to play our game and hold down the defense, especially in front of the net, and provide lockdown against the key players they got very used to after that 8-7 loss coming 3 weeks ago in this very same pool, the second to last game of the regular season, where the Trojans would top the Knights here at the Rick Carroll Natatorium, 8-7 on North Penn senior night. But as we get set here, it's a different game and a different venue. A trip to the state championship on the line. The fourth quarter of play is at hand, and it's North Penn carrying a 6-goal lead into our final quarter of play. 9-3, the Knights with ball control and the lead over Wissahickon.
Yeah, North Penn looks like a completely different team than a couple weeks ago on senior night. They're throwing the ball around well. They're capitalizing all the offensive and defensive turnovers. And Caroline Dunning is being shut down on net, allowing only 3 goals through the first 3 quarters of the play.
Here's the Wissahickon Trojans looking to change things and look to beat Dunnigan for the second time in this second half of play. Only 2 shots really put on by the Trojans in that third quarter. One of them beating Dunnigan's reach for the ball. However, the others would be responded by Dunnigan. And this one will be rung off the iron. A lot of these shots from the Trojans, especially in the second half, either going well wide of the net, off the post, or into the hands and the basket catch of Dunnigan.
And that just puts an emphasis on our North Penn's team defense. Jason Grubb has told the girls play press defense the entire time, and it's showing in the shots that they're highly contested, and it's hard to make a shot when there's a girl on your face. So
6 minutes on our clock left in our fourth quarter of action. The last quarter of play in our PA Water Polo State Tournament semifinal matchup. The Wissahickon Trojans with a deficit of 6 on the scoreboard. They now have ball control as is number 17, Madeline Johnson, looking to find a Trojan and a solution with a pass cross pool. Shot high of the net. Jane Montague applying the defense. Pressure in favor of North Penn on Madeline Johnson's shot as this put up from downtown, almost at the midpoint of the pool, well high of the net, as they will be forced to give over possession once again to the Knights, with North Penn a comfortable 6-goal lead, a score of 9-3, with 5 minutes and 25 seconds left on our clock and matchup today.
Yeah, being down 6 goals, Wissahickong's got to put the shots up, get them up early in the shot clock to have more time. And North Penn is looking just to take the time with the shots. And the great team defense, number 7 with the shot block, Chloe Levenshine. That was a great team defense, and hopefully they can capitalize.
Kerper's shot from the center of the pool deflected away by number 7, Becca Valentine, as it would be Wissahickon now looking to transition an incredible defensive stop in favor of an offensive surge. Here's the floater put up over Dunnigan, an incredible floater shot put up. My goodness, Jacqueline Staub. It's been missiles ringing down on Dunnigan throughout this whole game, but a floater will be the first goal of this fourth quarter of play, the first goal since the very beginning of our third quarter of action, as it is an incredible shot put up in favor of the Trojans, bringing this game within 5 now, as the Trojans have just under 5 minutes to work with to try and tie these semifinal matchup, and in hopes to just force this at least into an overtime match. Here's Chiappa with the response. It will skip wide of the net, missing the left post, as Benning will now head over and take over with ball control, quickly feed it up. The Trojans going left to right, looking to beat Dunnigan on back-to-back shots and look to get their offense going with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left on our play. Shot, and a chip shot, beating the right-hand reach of Dunnigan. Becca Valentine, an incredible shot for the girls in the navy blue caps. A timeout will be called, and just like that, the Trojans are back in it, as they would come into the second half, or fourth quarter rather, trailing by 6, a score of 9-3. They now have 2 quick goals with 4 minutes and 30 seconds on our clock, and the score 9-5. Trojans down by 4.
Yeah, great timeout call by Jason Grubb. They just got back-to-back goals. The momentum's now swung to the Wissahickon side. Just telling the girls to calm down, play their game, try to get a goal, use the shot clock. And Wissahickon just telling them play defense, go for a quick steal, try to get a quick counter goal. Just trying to chip away at the lead that North Penn has built up. They're up 9-5 with 4:29 left in the fourth quarter.
And for a team who has struggled, especially in our second half of play, not only finding the back of the net, but working up playbook plays where they're able to go in favor and work up those offense shot opportunities. What momentum does that kind of build for a team who's trailing by 6, able to come back with 2 quick goals and still have plenty of time on the clock to work with and try and tie things up here in our last quarter of play?
Yeah, they're the 2 quick goals, that just shows that their offense is moving. They're able to put the ball in the net. Caroline Dunnigan has made tremendous stops throughout the entirety of the game, and they just found the open shot on the net. And in the last 4:29 left in the fourth quarter, Wissahickon is just going for steals. If you hold them to 9, you got a couple more possessions up here. If you score, capitalize, it could be a very, very thrilling finish.
A thrilling finish indeed, as our fourth quarter of play gets set to get back into action. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. The clock and the time, the difference between one team with their hopes of a state championship diminished, and the other will propel and excel into the biggest stage of our matchup in 2019 water polo season. A ticket to the girls' PA State Water Polo Championship tonight at 8 o'clock. The game.
Wissahickons team right now, they're playing tight defense, trying to get a quick steal. Great shot though by Abby Broadhead in the goal.
Abby Broadhead, the senior, will step up for the Knights. As you talk about momentum swaying in favor of the Trojans, they have fans coming out, supporting the girls, especially coming out of that timeout with 2 back-to-back goals. Abby Broadhead hushing the Trojans crowd with this incredible shot. Will find the back of the net, will beat Benning in net, splitting the defense. It's Abby Broadhead, the senior, putting the Knights back up 5-5. A score in double digits now in favor of North Penn, 10-5 with 4 minutes left on our action and our semifinal play between the Wissahickon Trojans and North Penn Knights. The Knights leading by a score of 10-5 and looking to tack on to that one more time here in Wissahickon territory, deep into the Trojan zone.
Yeah, that was a great set pass into Grace McLaughlin, number 6, and a quick ejection. And Jason Grove calls this last full timeout. Try to draw up a play to put the lead back up to 6. And on Jason Grubb's last time out also, that was a great play call, just finding the driving down across the pool, creating a little pick, as we like to call it, having Abby Broadhead open up top for the shot, and she found the open cage right across Benning's arm.
And Sean, I know you guys for your water polo season had an exceptional season. You know, you guys were able to have dominating victories throughout the whole season, but especially in this kind of atmosphere, a state championship on the line. What do you expect is running through the Knights' heads right now? You know, they are just under 4 minutes away from a ticket to the state championship. They have a comfortable 5-goal lead. However, the Trojans, however, to get a little bit of a spark here in our fourth quarter of action. What needs to be on the top of their minds to lock down the rest of this game?
Defense. And on the offensive call, try to put like I said repeatedly throughout the game, man-ups win the game. They have a man-up right here. Jason Grubb's going to come up with a timeout play, hopefully capitalize, and then just play defense. That's all you do in the water when you're up by 5 or 4 or 5 goals. You just watch that clock tick down and you play defense.
The chants will ring out. And our final 4 minutes of play with 3 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock will commence. It's the Knights with a 5-goal lead. The Trojans will need to respond and respond fast to this 5-goal deficit if they want a hope and a trip to the big dance later tonight in the state championship to conclude this game tonight.
Wissahickon put a lot of pressure on North Penn, a lot of errant passes, but North Penn still holds possession with 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Shot intended for McLaughlin, fended off. The Knights able to come up with it, and a shot there will be put up by Kaylin Daly.
Yeah, and
the shot will ring out.
The shot clock expired as Kaylin Daly shot the ball, so that's the ejection on number 14, Kaylin Daly. Wissahickon calls a 30-second timeout to go set up. Hopefully now they can capitalize on this man up with 3:24 left in the fourth quarter.
A quick advantage in favor of Wissahickon now as Paige Benning will get set to receive this ball from the officiating crew tonight. 3 minutes and 24 seconds on our clock. The Trojans trail by 5 in our semifinal matchup. It's our fourth quarter of play. I'm Eric Jessberger alongside Sean Fakish, bringing you all the action in this morning's semifinal matchup with a trip to the state championship on the line in the 2019 water polo season. Dunnigan will respond with an exceptional save to number 5, Chloe Lovensheimer's shot on the man advantage. Daly will enter back into play and create a quick transition up to Montague. A backhand shot. An incredible effort from Grace McLaughlin, the underclassman, unable to find Twine as the score will stay at 10-5. But the shot fended and deflected away from the Wissahickon goalkeeper, Paige Benning, will give possession back over to the Knights, and she will capitalize. It's Abby Broadhead. Another goal tallied up for Broadhead, the senior of the girls' water polo team for North Penn. She will tack on the 11th goal for the girls' water polo team, and it's the Knights with a 6-goal lead and just 10 minutes and 50 seconds left. The difference between glory for the girls' water polo team.
And Jason Grubb subs out the entire starting lineup. They put in a new 6, and as a defense, the opposing team, that's just watching 6 girls, fresh girls come in as you've been playing hard the entire game. It just brings you down. But let's see how Wissahickon responds.
Krager's shuffle shot will be picked up, scooped up by Caroline Dunnigan. And as you mentioned, a little salt to the wound there from North Penn. Jason Grubb, however, keeping his players healthy as this game will look to be a state championship game later tonight.
Yeah, North Penn just got to protect the ball. Don't allow any quick steals and counters, and just work the shot clock and then come back on defense.
The shot there off the iron, top of the net crossbar, rebound opportunity as number 11 shot Abby Peters. The rebound, the man in front, number 13, Stella Burns, unable to pick up that loose ball. Maggie Krager locking down and picking up that rebound opportunity, erasing away that rebound chance for the Knights to tack on their 12th goal on the night. It's 11-5 with 2 minutes now ticking left in our fourth quarter of play. (11-5), the Knights are up. Here's Krager looking to pick up the pass provided by Lovensheimer. A call will go in favor of the Trojans, and with some space and time, Wissahickon will play catch. Here's Garvey, winds, pump fakes, fends it off. Lovensheimer shot, an incredible shot, beating Dunnigan. chip shot, a ground ball will beat the left-hand lunge of Dunnigan, as number 5, Chloe Lovensheimer, will bring this game back within 5, 11-6 in the score. Substitutions will come in for Wissahickon as a minute 40 left in our match.
That was a great play on the man up, finding the open man with a quick left-handed shot past Caroline Dunnigan with 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. North Penn's leading at 11-6.
Charlotte Pham, over the head pass up to Julia Davis, the senior. Will connect with Ali Pranti at the top of the key. Pranti, Britt fed in front of the net. Shot, left hand shuffle, fends it off. One shot, the second shot is in! An incredible shot on the rebound. Picking up the loose ball in front. A shot from Benning, unable to blockade the second opportunity, as it's number 12, Casey Brennan, responding and redeeming that first shot save. She'll pick up her own rebound and put the Knights up 12-6. A minute 13 left on our clock, and it's North Penn propelling themselves up with a 6-goal lead with a minute and 5 seconds left on our semifinal matchup.
What a great
here
play.
In the morning game.
What a great play. She shot it off the goal, and another great save by Caroline Dunnigan with under a minute left in the fourth quarter. Casey Brennan back to that play. Casey Brennan got the shot. Great save by Benning, and then she followed a rebound, and she was able to capitalize.
The tank and the blockade in net. Caroline Dunnigan locking down her back of the net once again. And with 45 seconds on the clock, it's Charlotte Pham. She'll find Brennan again, and her second shot of the night will be, or second shot of this morning rather, will be fended and swatted away by Benning. 40 seconds left. The Knights with possession. Davis. Back out to Pham. The Knights will eat up the rest of this clock. 30 seconds left here in our fourth quarter.
Great pass by Charlotte Pham into number 12, Casey Brennan. The ejection draw on number 6. North Penn looks to capitalize on the man up with under 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a shot. Here's Peters, the senior. To Pham. The left hand. Pump fake shot.
Great save again by Paige Benning.
Fended off by Benning, getting her fingertips on it. The vertical showcase will send this ball out of play. North Penn, however, will stay with ball control with 15 seconds left on our clock. Here come the chants. Here comes the ring of the bells. 15, 10, 9, 8. The state championship, the next stop for the North Penn girls water polo team. 3, 2, 1, and North Penn will punch their ticket to the state championship tonight. 7:45 p.m. tonight will be the next time the North Penn girls water polo team will enter the pool, as they conclude the semifinal matchup with a 12-6 victory over the Wissahickon Trojans. Exceptional play put up from both squads, as the Knights will play virtue and win out on the scoreboard and momentum, punching their ticket to the state championship tonight. An incredible showcase. Redemption will be for the girls of North Penn, as they will top the Trojans, doubling their score and make their way for their next stop, a state championship.
Great game for both teams. Wissahickon played very well. They play at 6:30 tonight for the third place game against the Wilson Bulldogs. And it was just a great show of both goaltenders and both teams. North Penn capitalized on their man-ups, were able to counter and put the ball in the net. And it was just a great game by both teams.
Following tonight's PA Water Polo State Tournament semifinal victory for the Knights, North Penn secures a spot in the state final, the state championship tonight, here at the Rick Hill Natatorium. So be sure to set your timers and set your tune-in time to North Penn Television for the state championship matchup later tonight, or make your way out to the Rick Hill Natatorium for a matchup you will not want to miss, as the Knights get set to face off against Cumberland Valley at 7:45 in the state championship final of the 2019 PA State Water Polo bracket. As for Sean Fakish calling the action with me tonight, and our camera crew bringing you all the action to your living room screens at home, I'm Eric Jessberger. Thanks for tuning in to our semifinal matchup. The next stop tonight, the state championship for North Penn. I'm Eric Jessberger, and thanks for tuning in, and have a good day, everybody.